When it comes to We Live in Time, between Andrew Garfield and Florence Pugh, you are delivered a romance for those that's made for people who are in their 30s, who have had significant relationships, aren't scrambling with money, or even where they want to be in their career. And with that comes a sense of realness that could potentially be more of a gut punch than anything featuring teenagers or people who are just getting their stuff together. So to summarize, We Live in Time. Tobias and Alma have a meet cute situation just as Tobias is getting divorced from his ex-wife and Alma pretty much hit Tobias with a car. But despite questionable timing, not the best timing certainly, the two find themselves falling in love with each other and having to navigate the fact that Tobias wants to be married with kids. Alma wouldn't mind a relationship but wants to be very focused on a career, and the back and forth that leads to reconciliation so that both people find a relationship not only satisfying but something that makes them genuinely happy and fulfilled. So again, to the view section, the first highlight for us is that this is not a romantic comedy, so there's not that cheesiness that you often see. Are there funny moments? Absolutely, but I would say this is more so like a romantic drama, for as much as you see Andrew Garfield's character pursue Florence Pugh and them have a really cute romantic and even sometimes sexual moments with each other, at the same time, it reminds you that not all romance is easy, and it takes away that 20-something, teen-something idea that you're going to find the one, it's going to be easy, it's going to be perfect, it's not going to require a lot of work. No. This is very much about living in the present moment, taking the joys from that moment and using that in order to get through the hard times, whether it's altercations, whether it's medical diagnosis, people dying, people stressing you out. What We Live in Time does is remind you that love with the right person, the pursuit is almost always worth it. Again, if it's the right person and that person is willing to fight or work as hard as you. And with that said, the chemistry and relationship that comes with it definitely is a very beautiful thing. Andrew Garfield, even if he is 41, he has this boyish quality to him. And then with Florence Pugh, who kind of has that manic pixie dream girl look, even I know that's offensive to say, but it's the look, not the attitude and place in this movie. But point is, the two of them kind of have an opposites attract that actually makes sense. And with that, you see a beautiful dynamic between the two, from you seeing Garfield's character having to open up and be a bit more flexible to Pugh's character having to kind of learn how to have something that's a bit more routine, that's a bit more stable, and both see the benefits of having that in their lives. And then when you add in the child who comes later on, it really allows you to see kind of family that maybe to some may not make sense because they're not in it, but watching these two together, it just creates a type of investment that is going to really put you through when it comes to watching this movie. But no movie is perfect. And then when it comes to We Live in Time, the main issue you may get is that after some point, this movie completely shifts to Pugh's character and what's happening with her. Meanwhile, Tobias is just part of her orbit. For when it comes to the career-wise, Tobias's career eventually kind of fades out and you never hear him talk about work or anything like that anymore. When it comes to growth and what he wants next in his life, it's about his family, it's about Pugh's character. It's not really what he's trying to do career-wise, personal life-wise, anything like that. And as much as you can say that, you know, he's so enamored with his wife that, of course, she's his everything, at some point, it's kind of like he loses himself as an individual in ways that you often see women in films do in this situation. And I would say, whether it's a woman or a man, somebody non-binary, whenever an individual character kind of loses themselves to what's going on with the relationship, it makes it so you take less note of them and kind of feel like, as much as you appreciate how they end up becoming a supporting role for their partner, at the same time, it's almost sad to watch them kind of become less than, often with the way that the film has them, to the point where you can see that their relationship is more of a matter of convenience than it is a matter of love. But overall, when it comes to We Live in Time, it fits somewhere between a movie made for a Valentine's Day release, if not a late summer film that can really get you thinking, I need to take cupping season this year seriously.